Hello, Parser people. Happy Friday. Happy FMV Friday. So, some bad news. Still haven't figured out Spycraft. Haven't figured out why it's bugging out. Haven't figured out why it's all busted. It's the challenge of playing games that are 30 years old. But there's good news. I found in my weird searching for answers, I've found a very strange game that I'm very interested in, that is in the same vein of tickling my former political scientist background interests. But that led me to who actually created that game. And the publisher was a very short-lived publisher by the name of Quadra Interactive. They produced all of 2 games over the course of 3 years. They were a company for 4 years. They started in 1993. They went on to close their doors in 1996. There is so little information about this publisher, but they published one of the most influential games of the early 90s. And that was their initial offering to the gameplay world. So I wanted to check that out first, and then we'll check out the second game. So these aren't going to be full playthroughs unless I get like super into it. But I kind of want to just check out these games, check out how they feel, what they feel like. It's kind of interesting to me to look at these games in a way that, like, I don't know, might be a little different than the original kind of feel. So let's start checking this stuff out. So what we've got to start with is the original release of this game. It is the Journeyman Project. So we've got our handy dandy DOS box all up and running. So this game originally came out in 1993. It is billed as sort of the first multimedia game. It predates Myst by a few months. And I'm actually kind of curious if, like, there was some kind of trickery going on, trying to figure out, oh, well, like, Myst is coming out, so we need to put this out. But my actual feeling is no. This game company, this publisher, Quadra Interactive, just didn't seem that savvy. It seems like they just thought that they had a really good game up, and it would have been interesting to get it out. So when you install it, it installs 3 things. It installs scenes, demo, and project. So let's check out these scenes. And this is the original version. We will switch to the Turbo Edition pretty quickly. So yeah, so it's just a slideshow of scenes from the game. And I love this. I think it's so like quaint to be like, okay, you know, you've already downloaded and bought this game, or I'm sorry, you've already bought and installed this game. Let's pop that down a little. Rockin' soundtrack. You know, and like one of the things that I thought was interesting about this is that, you know, it's this publisher published Mac first, which I always appreciated. Like growing up, I was a Mac kid. My dad always had Macs in the house. We were like not allowed, but pretty close to not allowed to have PCs. It was a very big day when we got our first PC in the house and I could play like Diablo. You know, but I think like one of the things that really helped early on was that like Macs really had a corner on the market of multimedia. Like QuickTime way better than anything else out on the market at the time. And really a lot of these early games, as we've seen, like require QuickTime, and came with QuickTime bundled. You know, like the Daedalus project, for example. Ooh, we get behind the scenes. I wonder what's here. Oh, that's some great art. You know, I kind of like love this. So posted in the Discord, but the Obscuratory has an article about this. You know, and the article really talked about how this was such a difference from a lot of the futuristic stuff being created and written, because it was so positive. And I mean, I'm a huge fan of being positive, of, you know, having this future world where it is positive. But like, check out all this like Mac, good Mac stuff. And Presto Studios is who actually developed this game. So that's, to say the least, very nifty. Oh. It's gonna be one of those DOSBox days. So we'll actually be starting and stopping DOSBox pretty regularly to start it off, because I just want to show off why this game has a turbo version. So, okay. So that was the scenes. It's in the demo. Play only. Forget about the director's cut of Blade Runner. The Journeyman Project sets the current standard for new CD owners, Mac user. The Journeyman Project creates a whole new world, immaculately and stunningly conceived. Mac World. Absolutely fabulous. We've not yet seen any other entertainment to equal Journeyman's quality and excitement. Mac Home Journal. great robot. So this game was initially released in 1993, and it seems like...
Out of my way, human, or die.
Freeze! This is an actual scene taken directly from the Journeyman Project. This 7-foot-tall alloy beast is only one of the many obstacles you'll have to overcome when you play the Journeyman Project.
The Journeyman
From
Project.
the future, where the Earth is at peace, but you journey through the past where times are unraveling. This non-linear time travel adventure game puts you in the driver's seat of the world's first time machine. Somewhere, and for some reason, there has been an attempt to sabotage history, and you alone are responsible for discovering the source of this mayhem and bringing it to a halt. But enough about the story. Seeing is believing. So turn off the lights, crank up the speakers, and buckle up for a test drive of the adventure game you don't just play, you experience.
So, like, this is definitely the, like, promise of this game is that, like, in being multimedia, it provides something beyond the general playthrough. But I think one of the things that just, like, kills this, and when I was initially testing it, I was talking to a friend and was like, oh my gosh, what do we do here? Why is this, like, you know, 3 frames per second? And, you know, I think that's some of the stuff that was really going on at the time. You really needed, even to do basic video, you needed really high specs for your computer. You know, we run into this now, except we're like doing real time, you know, ray tracing and what have you. I don't know. I don't want to turn down these hot jams too much. But, like, you know, it seems so interesting to me because it's so, like, focused on that experiential kind of gameplay rather than something that maybe was better gameplay. I was talking to my illustrious co-host J-Ram about a very dumb idea that I had. And, you know, we were talking about, like, why these kinds of games are, like, very limited. Available now on CD-ROM from Quadra Interactive. So I think Quadra Interactive was, like, really trying to go down this path of developing games that were exactly the kind of experiential game that maybe was too early for it. All right, so let's pull this up and let's show why the Quadra Interactive version of this just ain't it. We have Quadra Interactive and Presto Studios. What I was amazed to find is that the website for this is still up. I cannot believe it. But like this kind of movie presentation is wild to me. Like, we have the Journeyman Project. Like, what? I'm always interested in like what led to these choices, what led to these like design choices, and part of it was just like I don't think these folks really knew how to make games at the time. Presto in particular ended up doing a lot of games. Game environment under construction. But like, I mean, just look at this. This is not like a title screen. Welcome to the Journeyman Project. On behalf of the entire Presto team, thank you. To make Journeyman the ultimate gaming experience, here are some quick tips. First, read the README file. Psh. Second, you should turn off all unnecessary TSRs. Don't turn off QuickTime or your CD-ROM driver. In addition, you shouldn't be running any programs in the background. Third, have the Temporal Protectorate Handbook nearby, as it contains access codes which you will need throughout the game. Also, pay attention to everything, especially the QuickTime films. There are clues everywhere. So, like, I just find it so interesting for them to be talking about, like, a interactive experience and then to go in and say, okay, well, like, we're gonna just immediately break this immersion. It's like QuickTime and, you know, read the README and all of this. So we could quit so I can prepare. But like skip the intro, skip the background. But no. We're gonna hit new game. And this right here is why we will play the Project Turbo version. It, for whatever reason, had bugs on release. And like, I think this points to the lack of experience that Quadra Interactive had at this point. This was definitely their first game produced or distributed. This was definitely, you know, a very early version. And like, it was built for Windows 95, or I'm sorry, Windows 3.1, and I'm running it on Windows 95. So like, theoretically, this is a few years later than when it was actually released, all this kind of stuff, but it just, something doesn't quite work. A frame not defined. Go to movie. G, sepia tone movie.
This is the Journeyman Online help file. Roll over
And then it
each
pops you
part
into the
of
help file.
interface to learn more about it. These are the inventory controls. Use the arrow buttons to scroll through the objects in your inventory. If you wish to use an object, just drag its picon from the inventory window to the object in the main view window that you intend to use it on. To use an item on yourself, just click its picon. If you need information about an object, scroll to that item and click the information button next to its name, or double-click the name itself. To take an item which you see in the view window, just drag it down into your inventory.
And like, I don't know, maybe you needed to do this because the audience for the games were not like aware of how to use like basic computers, but like, I don't know. I mean, the kind of person who would actually buy a video game probably knew how to use a computer and use like a mouse and everything like that. And like, I ignored this and I could figure out like basic stuff.
The biotech interface communicates to the player through this pop-out message screen. The energy level counter keeps you informed of how much time remains until it is necessary to leave a time zone. Never let this counter reach 0, as Pegasus will not have enough energy left to pull you back to the present.
Okay, so there's sort of a time limit here.
The digital compass displays your current heading.
Oh, okay.
This window displays the current date, even after traveling through time.
So I wonder if that's like the current date or the date during the actual gameplay.
This is the recall button. Click this button to be pulled back to the present from another time zone.
Oh, cool. That's why that button didn't do anything.
This is the biochip display panel. Biochip functions are displayed and controlled through this slide-up screen. Click on these navigation buttons to step forward or backward, or to turn left or right. The chip bank is where biochips are stored. Biochips are microcomputer chip modules which provide instruction codes for a specific task. Click on these.
So I think we found everything on this screen. And like, I think another thing that I really find interesting is how much, especially because the video files are so small, like pixel wise, like how much what I would call browser Chrome exists in a lot of these games. We saw this, in a very similar way in the Daedalus project. Well, all right, let's exit the help file. And instead, it's just very broken. So I want us to keep in mind that this is what Quadra Interactive produced, and it makes sense that they would only have gotten 2 games out. One that seems like, and it was really well rated, but seems like it was very buggy on release. And, this is well before the days of internet patches and things like that. So it would have been a very expensive process to remanufacture this stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to quit so I can optimize my system for better performance. And we're going to shut down really quick. And I'm going to mount the Journeyman Project Turbo Edition. And we're going to get our wonderful Brian Eno introduction. And yeah, I could turn off this tip screen, but man, the tip screen just makes me so happy. All right, so we didn't actually need to change anything. So this was definitely like a straight up patch disc, which I found really, really interesting. The scenes in the demo are no longer on this disc. And this was, I guess, produced or published by Sanctuary Woods. And you can see already that this is like so much less buggy. I actually think it's a little louder. Like, they solved so many things in just a year. And I find that really, really wild that like all this needed was like 6 more months to knock out some bugs. So we're gonna skip these intros. Ooh, it's turbo. And what makes it turbo? Well, all of the enhancements. And we have a different introduction text. Welcome to the Journeyman Project Turbo. To the right is the main menu. When you roll over a menu button, the description window at the bottom of the screen will tell you what that button does. Following are a few quick tips that will make your experience as enjoyable as possible. Be patient. The Journeyman Turbo is much faster than the original, but even so, there are still points at which the game will pause to load data from the CD-ROM. Listen carefully to all information presented in the game. Clues abound. Evaluate your situation and use the biochips to your advantage. Don't know what that means. Save often, using a different name each time. You never know when you're going to need to return to an old saved game. For a truly awesome experience, try a dark room and a pair of headphones. So we can go back to the interface overview. I think it's the same.
This is the Journeyman Online help file. Roll over each part of the interface to learn more about it. The energy...
But, cool. So we poked around a little bit. Let's start a new game. Oh, hey, it just works. How nice.
The year is 2318.
Oh, no! Hang on. No. We're gonna do this right. I just wanted to pop up the sound a little bit. You know, and I think this like dataless encounter. I don't know why I keep saying dataless project. All right. Journeyman Project Turbo. Here we go. And I find it interesting that like that was their selling point, was that, oh well, like we kind of messed it up a little bit. Here's the new one.
The year is 2318. The location, the skyborn metropolis known as Caldoria. The Earth is finally at peace after a long, bloody battle against a few tyrants who sought total world domination. Having learned the hard way the evils of imperialism, the borders began to come down one by one. Finally, in the year 2117, the unified world was realized. Now, all that we have accomplished is being threatened by the power of time travel. Realizing its potential for destruction, the very same Democrats who initiated the building of the time machine immediately discontinued the project once they saw a working prototype. Temporal travel now being a reality, they brought the time machine to a secret location and formed an agency to protect the flow of history. The project, codename Journeyman.
Okay. Such vaporwave. And I mean, what is this frame rate? I wish I understood. Oh god. It exploded.
Good morning. Once again, it's another beautiful day here in the peaceful, skyborn metropolis of Caldoria. And unless you've been trapped in some kind of time warp, you know that today marks the culmination of 10 years of debate, as all of Earth awaits the arrival of the alien delegate from the symbiotry of peaceful beings. Their goal? To welcome the entire human race into their interplanetary alliance of sentient beings. Our Megan Love is at the Capitol building right now with a live update. Megan, can you hear me?
I'm right here, thanks, Johnny. 10 years ago today, Earth was visited by a race of aliens who called themselves the Sorolans. They told us that they were here to invite us into an alliance, which they called the Symbiotry of Peaceful Beings. The purpose of this alliance, they said, is simply to share knowledge and culture with other alien races. They then left after saying they would give us exactly 10 years to deliberate their proposal. Today is the day of their return. All along the streets of Caldoria and here in the Capitol building, it's amazing, Johnny. There are thousands of people gathered, hoping to catch a glimpse of the Sorolan delegate as the procession heads this way. We've heard various rumors that a fleet of ships have already been detected on long-range radar and should soon be arriving. And with each new rumor, the excitement here seems to grow tenfold. Back to you at the studio, Johnny.
Thank you, Megan Love. This morning's broadcast was brought to you by Future Cola, the choice of a peaceful generation. I'm Johnny Ego, and you're listening to the mellow sounds of WKIM Too Big.
All right. So that's the introduction. No, I haven't. Yeah. So this is the Journeyman Project. This is the original version was published by this publisher that I found while doing some research, Quadra Interactive. And this is the turbo version, which was put out like a year later. This actually has like a ton of sequels. There's like 5 sequels. If I was counting right, it's kind of hard because they re-released some. But it is futuristic. It is, yeah, that big turbo button. I've recently bought a new computer, and right before I was thinking about building my own, I spent a lot of time trying to find a case that had a turbo button on it. But yeah, this is a point and click game. Hopefully, based on what I saw, it's got FMV in it. But it slightly predates Myst and is sort of in that same vibe. Agent 5, report to the Temporal Security Annex. No, I don't want to do that. I want to explore this world. Oh, we can turn on a light. So we drag this down here. It's a interesting interface, that's for sure. But no, I've heard of the Rendezvous with Rama. I think it's that same like positive futurism vibe. One of the things that I was really surprised at in what it was the Obscuratory, right? Yeah. One of the things that the Obscuratory article that I read on this game when I was doing a little research was like it was so surprising to Phil Salvatore that it was so like hope punk almost, as opposed to the like dark future that existed. What can we do here? I just kind of want to explore. Oh, we can't look down. Okay. It's like, please, all that we're asking you to do is like go do your job. Good door. And I love that like the music is actually built in kind of to the game. Like, oh, it's a radio station or whatever. Can we control with the arrow keys? Yes, we can. Oh, that's wonderful. That's us. If I click on it, I can make a face. Oh, I can turn on the sink. Okay. Great. Do I have to walk in? Nope. Can't walk into the shower. But we do have a toilet. And I am glad to say, with a is that what toilets sound like in the future kind of question, it does pass the unified theory of toilets. Oh wait, we do have stuff. So we have biochip interface. Date found this year. Location found. But it's always been there. The biochip interface contains all of your interface options. By activating the chip, you can save or restore a game or check in on your score. Oh, cool. Oh, my biochip interface. Here we go. Overall status 0. Okay, fair. What is it? Store? Store present. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Oh. This was actually in the in the help file on the website. Yeah, it just automatically drops you there. Okay. Just put it in here, I guess. All right. Cool. Neat. And I love how it's like all built within the system. Like the title screen was very out of fiction, but I do love that all of this is in fiction. All right, and we have a transport card. Location found apartment. The global transport card contains your personal database of access codes for the global transporter. Without this card, you could not use the transporter. Additional codes must be programmed. Okay. So we have to click to actually interact with things. All right. Oh, interesting. What a way to organize a room. 2 ways into a bathroom. All right, what do we have here? We got a yoga mat. We've got a chair. Whoa. Hello. Sitting in a chair. It is so tiny. I Need my glasses. There they are. This is a high-res 4D environment, audio, visual, mountain. Okay. I don't know what this is necessary for, but well, definitely the seascape. Oh, and we can set the audio. All right. I guess this is future funk. Why? Why is this in the game? I think I've heard of that one. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Let me write that down before I forget. All right, and then what do we have here? Gear rhythm. Nice. Okay, this is what we need. This is the future music. Okay, I think we can just get up. All right, let's see what. Oh, hello. Yes, Agent 5. Please, go to work. All right. I mean, I love this like vision of the future that's like, you know, the 90s jazz Dixie cup personified. No, I'm not going to the door that it wants me to. Yeah, who's in room 42?
Come in. Psych. Gotcha. It's just a recording. Anyway, I checked out this morning, Caldori time about 6 o'clock. Went for a White Sands jog in Tahiti. Be back in a while.
No, I can't just walk in. Also, I'm glad that it's 23:18 and people are still saying psych. All right, so we have that door. What about 44? Oh, no, this isn't our room. Is it? This looks much more put together than our room. Ooh, what is that? No, 44 is our room. Oops. Yes, I will report to the Temporal Security Annex at my leisure. I want to bother people first. 43.
I'm on vacation. I won't be back for
2 weeks, 5 days, 6 hours.
Thank you.
This has such like a fun feeling to it. All right, let's actually go where we need to go.
Second floor. Third floor. Fourth floor. Roof access. Fourth floor.
I'm glad that I need to fully turn around. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, and roof access. What are we trying to do here? Are we just looking to explore? What's the roof like?
Roof access.
We're sorry.
The Caldoria Heights rooftop observatory is closed during the alien procession.
Okay. So we were on 4. I don't know. Let's go to 3.
Access denied. This
Oh.
floor was never modeled or rendered.
Okay.
Access denied. This floor was never modeled or rendered.
Is that calling out like your own dev team?
First floor.
Yes, yes. I will report to wherever. Whoa, hello. Caldoria Heights. Yeah, apartment information. Give me information.
Welcome to Caldoria Heights Apartments, the best view of Caldoria. While here, please feel free to visit our rooftop observatory. Located directly across from the Capitol building in Sector 3, Caldoria Heights plays host to a number of luxurious accommodations. Our 15 units offer ample living space and the very best views of the city. Aluminized steel plumbing and titanium bathroom fixtures are standard. And topping off this list of distinctive features is a high-res 4D Environ system built into each and every living room. Designed for metro properties by Marco Giappitti, Caldoria Heights offers comfortable accommodations in an attractive environment.
All right. Cool. Oh, I guess that's the alien ship. Thunk. Ah, yes, cornhole.
Global Transporter Caldoria Heights Apartments, Sector 3. Searching for open transport route now. Route accessed. Upon entering, transport card will be required. Thank you for using Global Transport.
Oh, okay. Do not resist the nozzle. Well, I have a transport card.
Foreign organism detected in transport. Please hold for tracking and sterilization process. Foreign element eliminated.
What?
Please insert your global transport card now.
Okay. You are late for work. Report immediately to Temporal Security Annex or risk termination. There we go.
Choose a destination.
So, you know what? We're just gonna we're gonna replace that. Oh, let's go to Hard Rock, Tokyo.
Preparing destination transporter.
I refuse. I'm not going to
Recording
work.
passengers organic substratum. Prepare for molecular disintegration.
Oh, very normal. It's like that deep question on, Star Trek transporters.
Completing molecular reintegration. Thank you for using Global Transport.
You're welcome. Oh no. Because I went to I went to the wrong place. A disruption in the space-time continuum has caused a cataclysmic reality distortion wave. You have been uncreated in its wake. Mission statistics, 0 missions taken. General exploration. At least I explored a bit. I am quite glad that I saved. Slowly learning how to play games. Oh.
Global Transporter, Caldoria Heights Apartments, Sector 3. Searching for open transport route now. Route accessed. Upon entering, transport card will be required. Thank you for using Global Transport.
What an odd game already. And you know, it's interesting, like we were taking a look at the demos that came with it, and one of the things that I've felt...
Please hold for tracking and sterilization process.
Zap.
Foreign element eliminated.
Like, one of the things that I've felt with a lot of these,
Please insert your global transport card now.
FMV adjacent kind of games is that they were like tech demos for like 3D rendering companies. You know, I really felt that with the Daedalus Encounter. I really felt that with Titanic, the little bit of Titanic that I played. As much as I would love to go to Arizona, let's just go to work. Fine.
Preparing destination transporter.
And like, even though this has a lot of extraneous stuff,
Recording passengers organic substratum.
I don't feel that way about this.
Disintegration. Completing molecular reintegration. Thank you for using Global Transport.
All right.
Global Transporter vacant.
Open door. Enter the TSA entry code found on page 7 of your Temporal Protectorate Handbook. Okay. Like, enter it where, though? So I have this written down. Oh, you just type it in. Ah. Hold for ID scan.
You'll come to a scan.
What is this?
Verification of central cortex scan.
Literal phrenology here.
Scanning for biotech implant.
I mean, this is not what I expected. That's for sure.
ID scan confirmed. Welcome, Agent 5. Your fourth late arrival has been verified and logged. Please report at once to the command center.
I love how it keeps shading me. It's like, why are you late? Again. Alright, alright. I mean, something that is not lost on me with all of these FMV games is just the audio is all over the place. Alright, what do we have here? Well, I'm not going to the command center first. I have things to look at. Potentially point and click on.
No temporal rip detected. Entry denied.
Why did why did the accent of the computer change?
Mandatory review session scheduled. Activate upper left monitor.
No. Stop giving me commands. Upper left monitor.
Log drive locked. Check disk must not be removed. Log drive locked.
Huh.
Historical log computer inactive. No disk inserted.
It is just not letting me click on things randomly. I see. Oh, here we go. Please enter temporal security annex monitor code number 42. So, doing this once, I get. Doing this multiple times? I don't know how I feel about that. See the disc. But happily it gives you the full manual right here. Monitor access code. There we go. Zero, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3, 3. Theory.
The simplest analogy for the theory of time travel is that of a tunnel in time. When someone travels through time, a tunnel is created which originates when travel is begun and ends when the traveler lands. If some event in the past is altered, theory states a rip occurs in the fabric of time, which gives rise to a temporal chain reaction. This chain reaction takes the form of a reality distortion wave and could take anywhere from a few seconds to several hours to reach the present. Of those who aren't uncreated when the distortion wave hits, many will suddenly have a new life, and the past as we know it will cease to exist. Traveling back in time before the distortion wave hits, though, allows an agent to jump over the distortion wave and escape its effects. So as a member of the Temporal Protectorate, you alone will have the ability to jump back in time and prevent the corruption from ever happening. And to ensure that it doesn't happen again, You'll have to discover the source of this disruption and bring it to a halt.
Okay. And of course, we have FMV. Yeah. So is that theory? Background.
The Particle Accelerating Space-Time Transporter version 1, otherwise known as Pegasus, was the brainchild of part-time historian, full-time physicist Elliot Sinclair. In 2311, after seeing Sinclair's time-bending experiments, the government contracted him to build a full-scale operational time machine. The purpose of this device was to explore our past, as well as to discover the truth behind many disputed historical events. Just 4 years after the project was begun, the world's first time machine underwent its first test run. However, due to mounting concerns by individuals who believed that the machine would be used not only to explore history, but also to alter it, the test run would be the first and last time that the machine would be used for research purposes. The project was discontinued, and Sinclair was forbidden to ever work on time distortion projects again. Time travel now being a reality, the government secretly set up the Temporal Security Annex as a means to safeguard history from sabotage. You, the members of the Temporal Protectorate, are among the very few who know of its existence.
Okay. Oh, good. We've got our weird presidential theme going.
In the event that it becomes necessary to restore the proper course of history, the procedure is as follows. As quickly as possible, get to the ready room and use the biosupport suit generator. The biosupport suit is an indispensable element of the time travel process and is essential for your protection. Next, get your assigned mapping and Pegasus biochips and the Journeyman key from the cabinet next to the biosuit generator. The Pegasus biochip is your link to Pegasus. It is what allows you to be pulled back to the present at the touch of a button. After you're outfitted for travel, but before the reality distortion wave reaches the present, you must jump to the year 200 million BC. Upon arriving there, use the Journeyman key to open the storage vault and obtain the Journeyman historical log. Since it exists at a point in time previous to any likely temporal changes, this disk serves as a source of unaltered historical information. To discover how history has been changed, head back to the Temporal Security Annex and insert the Journeyman disk into the computer. It will be cross-referenced with the historical log, which was left behind to be altered by the reality distortion wave. Knowing how, when, and where the past was changed should give you the information you need to restore the proper flow of history. A word of caution, though. Time is very sensitive to change. In order to keep from altering history worse than it already has been, try to solve the problems you encounter without changing anything. As a rule, a temporal protectorate agent should never interfere with any events of the past. Never leave anything behind that came from a different time. Never remove any historically important objects from a time zone. And above all else, an agent should never interact with beings from another time zone.
That seems like explicit foreshadowing. All right, well, cool. I got my briefing. Oh, and conveniently, alarms.
Warning. Temporal bit detected. Alert status Alpha. Temporal distortion imminent. Agent 5, proceed to ready room.
Okay. It seems bad. Open door. You know, if these doors didn't take forever to open, maybe it would be better. Command center. Ready room. Yes. Cool. Journeyman key. Biochip. Pegasus. Biochip mapping. I've got time to look at this, don't I? Journeyman key. What is this? This key allows the agent to open the storage vault which contains the Journeyman historical log. Biochip, Pegasus. This biochip is the Temporal Protectorate agent's link to Pegasus. It's what allows Pegasus to pull the agent back to the present. It also monitors the status of a RIP and gives related temporal and geographic data. Biochip mapping. While activated, the mapping biochip automatically records where the agent has walked. Upon reactivating the chip in an area which has already been mapped, the map of that location will be retrieved for the agent in its previous state. And we have the interface chip. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, let's hop in the machine. Oh, please do not assess my body type.
Infrascanning exact body dimensions.
Neck volume, 43 units. Shoulder volume.
Configuring biosupports and parameters.
Alright, yes, 43 units.
Bioencapsulation.
Ooh, so slimming. Can I press buttons? Can't press buttons. Okay. Can I press anything else? Yeah, right? Alright, I've opened the door. Alright, we've got an alarm. Oh, hey, it's green now. Things are bad, boss. It's me. I've been scanned. Oh no. Not yet. I don't know if I want to walk in there. Okay. Yeah. I'll go in the extremely artifacted JPEG.
Select a destination from the listing on the left monitor.
Okay, yeah. Temporal distance 9 billion seconds. Alright, yeah. This is extremely cool. Very good jams. I feel like we're going very slowly back in time. There we go. We're at the beginning of time. Where are we? What can we... All right, let's... How do we turn this on? There we go. Mapping. Great. Now we've got an auto map. Bless. What do we have? Oh god, my energy. My energy is going very low. You're on the edge of a 350-meter cliff. Caution is advised. Let's see. Oh god. You have a pteranodon. Oh. Oh gosh darn it. Recovered biochips. Got too prehistoric. Well, that's a new one small step for man, one giant leap for, well, you get the picture. All right. We will skip through this part and I will be that is one of the channel point redeems that I absolutely will enable, which is a freaking save reminder.
Global Transporter, Caldoria Heights Apartments, Sector 3. Searching for open transport route now. Route access.
All right.
Upon entering, transport card will be required. Thank you for using Global Transport.
I believe there are ways to skip these cinematics. We'll find out.
Foreign organism detected
Space.
in transport. Please hold for tracking and
Enter.
sterilization process.
No.
Foreign
All right.
element.
Well, we will try to make these as quick as possible. We don't need to watch like everything all over again.
Please insert your global transport card now.
This is very silly. Yeah.
Choose a destination.
I do really want to go to Flagstaff Beach, Arizona.
Preparing destination transporter.
Yeah, you prepared me all right.
Recording passengers organic substratum.
And like, I don't know how I feel about like how much skipping needs to be involved and stuff like that. Like, genuinely don't know what the right kind of call should be.
Completing molecular reintegration. Thank you for using global transport.
Because like, if I weren't streaming this, I don't know how much worse it would be. The fact that there's a score is kind of... Oh, gosh. Need to remember these numbers. Wonder what happens if you get it wrong.
Verification of cranial contour scan.
Yeah. Let me skip this. Oh, this is happening. Let me check the manual.
Verification of central cortex scan. Scanning for biotech implant.
No.
ID scan confirmed. Welcome, Agent 5. Your fourth late arrival has been verified and logged. Please report at once to the command center.
Okay. Well, let's we haven't really gone anywhere, so let's keep overwriting that. And then as much as I want to explore, let's just speed on through.
Mandatory review session scheduled. Activate upper left monitor.
Alright, which one of these? Oh, I've got it.
Mandatory review session scheduled. Activate upper left monitor.
Do. DSA codes. I would like to. There we go. Okay. What if I just hit return?
Mandatory review session scheduled.
Oh, I have to.
Activate upper left monitor.
Cute. Oh, and I have to enter it again? Fine. Procedure.
In the event that it becomes
Background.
the particle,
Theory.
the simplest and
There we go. Nice little bit of.
Warning. Temporal bit detected. Alert status alpha. Temporal distortion imminent. Agent 5, proceed to ready room.
I would like to.
Warning. Temporal bit detected. Alert status alpha. Temporal distortion imminent.
Yes, I saw this before.
Proceed to ready room.
Yes, I just turned the wrong way.
Warning. Temporal bit detected. Alert status alpha. Temporal distortion imminent.
Oh no, I pressed too many buttons too quickly.
Agent 5, proceed to ready room.
There we go. We got to the door. We opened the door. Takes 4 whole steps. So I'm pretty sure that my goal in that super past is to find... There we go. All right, yes. Please prepare ultrasonic body assessment.
Infra scanning exact body dimensions.
My right arm is slightly bigger than my left arm.
Biosupportive parameters. Stand by for bioencapsulation.
Okay. I've learned my lesson. We will just keep saving. All right, so I guess we're being lowered into it. Is that what this is? All right, while these hot jams play, I'm going to get more water. Oh. All right. We have slightly different. Activate. Now we have the hot jams.
It's amazing, Johnny. There are thousands of people gathered.
For more information, please refer to Caldor.
Caldor Heights Apartments, Sector 3. Become agent of the fourth late arrival.
I will assassinate thee, so delicate.
I love how it takes like so long to get to the warning about our late arrival, which was like 5 minutes ago. All right. Save. Not making the same mistake twice. Yes, you are on the edge of a 350-meter cliff. Caution is advised. No fooling. All right, bird. Oh, we just needed to turn around. What? Large carnivorous life forms detected. Caution is advised. Okay, this is now gone to Sierra style. Death is around every corner. Cool. Although, did that say birds? Or did that say life forms? Life forms, okay. I was gonna be like, birds? Oh, hey. Maybe we should take the Journeyman key. Put the Journeyman key. Alright. We now have the CD. Date found. 200 million BC. This log contains historical accounts and news clippings with chronicle all of recorded history. After a temporal rip has been detected, it serves as a source of unaltered historical information. I'm glad that the historical accounts of all of recorded history can fit on one CD. I also find it interesting Oh, so we need to have the mapping thing up to do any mapping. I see. Whoop. Well, we got the thing. Nope. Okay. So, mapping. Good. The map saves. I think we need to use Pegasus. Oh, neat. Present position, planet Earth. Date. I'm glad it is November 6th. Thank you for that information. Temporal rip status resolved. Okay, jump. We jump back. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, cool. We can just leave. Okay. Wonder if that looks different on the other side. How different are we talking? What if you jump back and, like, this never happened? Like, what? Calling some level of shenanigans here. It's like in Primer, where there's, like, the world where they never met each other.
insert log disk to initiate historical reconfiguration and comparison.
Please type in the historical reconfiguration code found on page 7 of your Temporal Protectorate Handbook. Boy, am I glad that they made this public.
Incorrect code entered. Access denied.
What are these melodies? All right, let's start in 2112. Peace talks succeeding despite opposition. Missile launch puts peace talks in peril. Oh, we do have FMV.
May 15th, 2112. The government of Gorbistan appears ready to agree to the terms of the Worldwide Unification Treaty being set forth by the United Nations. However, at least one terrorist faction disagrees with the terms of the plan and has expressed this disagreement by taking hostages, many of which are American. Nevertheless, it appears that the Worldwide Unification Treaty will be signed by Gorbistan and all other nations of the world.
Oh yes, Gorpistan. Great. You know it's a bad universe.
5/15/2112, 1400 hours. Amid negotiations to work out the final details of the Worldwide Unification Treaty, a nuclear missile was launched today by the United States toward the country of Gorbistan. The missile, however, self-destructed before actually touching down. Before the scare, the leaders of this country appeared ready to accept the terms of the peace plan. Certain terrorist factions, on the other hand, expressed their disapproval by taking hostages, some American. Although U.S. government officials have repeatedly stated that they do not understand how the missile could have been launched, other foreign governments have already said that they cannot possibly sign a treaty with a country that would use such scare tactics. Thus, the Worldwide Unification Treaty, which has come so close to realization, now has little or no chance for success.
Interesting. All right, what about Morimoto Colony, Mars? Chance of success, well, wait. Chance of success based on historical relevance, 23%. Chance of success based on historical relevance, 57%.
August 3rd, 2185. Early today, the pilot of a cargo shuttle approaching the Morimoto Mars colony spotted an unidentified spacecraft hovering over the colony. The sighting was verified by landing bay scanners and immediately reported to Earth. Soon after, the ship sped off toward the outer reaches of the solar system.
Okay.
8/3/2185, 0800 hours. Morimoto Corporation's Mars Colony project suddenly went offline last night, just moments after a reported sighting of an alien spacecraft. While it is still unclear what has happened, debris has been spotted by long-range scanners, leading many to believe that the colony was destroyed by a malevolent alien race. Repeated efforts to contact the colony have met with no success. If the colony was destroyed, it is likely that all members of the 30-person crew appointed to oversee the construction robots have also perished.
So the first one seems to be a nuclear launch happened. The second is that UFOs destroyed the Mars colony? Okay. Then we have something in Sydney, Australia. Rally outlook decidedly pro-alien.
January 17th, 2310. A rally was held today at the World Science Center to discuss whether or not we are ready for interaction with alien races. One speaker, Dr. Enrique Castillo, delivered a particularly moving speech. Dr. Castillo embarrassed the naysayers by systematically shooting down their arguments and thrilled the audience with visions of medical and technological advances which could be gained by such interaction. Although there were strong keynote speeches on both sides of the argument, most of the crowd appeared to be in favor of alien contact.
Okay. Activists killed during rally.
1/17/2310, 1700 hours. A bizarre accident during a rally to deliberate the pros and cons of alien contact left a man dead earlier today. Dr. Enrique Castillo was pronounced dead on arrival at the Sydney Medical Complex after a freak accident on stage at the World Science Center. Dr. Castillo was one of the few at the rally who still believed that contact with an alien race would be beneficial to humanity. Although his views were not mainstream, Dr. Castillo's contributions to the pro-alien movement will be greatly missed.
Okay. And then we have a related event, not a temporal rip, which was 10 years ago.
November 6, 2308. More than a century after the first recorded sighting of a UFO, aliens have finally made contact with us. Early this morning, a huge triangular-shaped vehicle entered into Earth's orbit. After 3 hours, the spacecraft came through the atmosphere and hovered over Caldoria. Moments later, the following message was transmitted over all communications frequencies.
We are the Sololans. Please do not be alarmed. We have come because we feel that you are ready. You have reached the point where you are no longer dangerous to yourselves or others. This is why we have chosen to invite you to join us in the symbiotry of peaceful beings, an alliance of sentient beings whose objective is to benefit from the sharing of knowledge and culture. We know that it will take some time to fully comprehend the nature of this encounter, so we will give you the opportunity to deliberate our proposal. On this same day, 10 years from now, us rolling delegate will visit you to extend a formal invitation to join the symbiotry. Until then, we look forward to meeting you in person.
And as suddenly as they had appeared, the Sorolans departed.
Huh. So it's the same thing. So what was the bad world?
11/6/2308, 2300 hours. Today, 123 years after the first official UFO encounter, an alien spacecraft entered Earth's orbit. After several hours of silence and mounting tension, the aliens transmitted the following message over all communications frequencies. We will return when you are ready. While no one is quite sure what this message means, Many people have voiced concern about interacting with a potentially dangerous alien race.
Okay, so that's the real problem. Fundamentally. So, okay, we have NORAD, we have Mars. So what does this mean? Okay.
Log drive locked. Check disk must not be removed.
Okay. So let's see if we can't get one of these missions done. The walkthroughs are extremely short, which makes me think that maybe, I don't know.
No temporal rip detected. Entry denied.
No temporal rip detected. No. That's literally why we're here. Yes, door open. Okay. So, how do we pick a time? Right. It tells us. So we don't need to go to 1,000,000 BC or whatever.
Select a destination from the listing on the left monitor.
So definitely it's this that we need to start with. Do we get cool tunes? Same cool tunes, different cool tunes.
It's amazing, Johnny. There are thousands of people gathered.
For more information, please refer to Caldor.
Gloria Heights Apartments, Sector 3. Become agent of our fourth late arrival.
I will assassinate thee.
Same cool tunes.
Delicate.
You are no match for me, human. But I love a challenge.
Whoa, hello. Warning, sleeping gas detected. Okay. Can we just leave? Oh, here we are. Okay. Caution, purge. Out of energy and in the hands of law enforcement officers, you have been escorted to the jail cell, which is now to serve as your new home. Had you paid attention to the warnings, it may not have ended up this way. Oh, I do quite love getting shamed by a game. Big Roberta Williams school of game design. All right. I do like that the save spots, it like locks to a spot.
Human. But I love a challenge.
If you paid attention to the warnings. Oh, here we are, ventilation layout. Okay. Maybe we can get better information. Alpha, beta, delta, gamma, epsilon. Alpha station, launch confirmed terminal. Yeah. Let's see if I can't pop that down a little. Alpha Station 2, manual override terminal. Beta Sector, Defense Command. Delta Sector, Defense Command. Epsilon Sector, Surveillance. Delta Sector, Defense Command. I mean, we're against a robot. It doesn't need to breathe. Alpha Sector is not doing great. Okay. What's on this wall? Nothing. So I have a feeling that okay. So there are tools that we need to get in other places. So there are tools that I think we need to get other places that will help us in various moments. That's interesting.
Select a destination from the listing on the left monitor.
Sure, let's go there. You really gonna make us watch this again? Yeah. No, it said something about like gas detected. I guess this is just like the loading screen. Oh, the days of single speed CD drives.
It's amazing, Johnny. There are thousands of people
Agent of fourth late arrival.
I will assassinate thee, so delicate.
Well, why is a robot? Why does a robot care about this? Oh, great. Emergency exit only. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Right, we're on Mars. Shuttle dock. Oh, hello, robot. Friend robot? Friend robot. Okay, well, this seems like a much safer situation. Let's just map this really quick. Absolutely not firing up an emergency exit. Can we open the shuttle dock?
Active. Launch not authorized.
Okay. Well, we could follow robot. Or enter the main colony. Warning, interacting with humans is forbidden. Okay. I'm learning. We have that energy in the top left. Well, interacting with humans is not allowed. Mars is pretty.
Warning. Life support systems not active beyond this point.
Warning, atmosphere in this environment is not breathable.
Warning. Life support systems not active beyond this point.
Well, let's pressurize. And then put on the spin cycle. Just a reminder, oxygen is a necessary part of life. Okay. Well, let's give this a couple more tries. I genuinely do want to come back to this game. This is just interesting. And while the FMV isn't like critical to the game, it's still got FMV in it. Oh, out the main entrance. Let's follow this robot. Yeah, maintenance transport. Okay. This is progress. What do we got? Nothing I can pick up. Let's go in the maintenance transport and yes, wire cutters. Maintenance key. Queen of Outer Space. Nope. All right. Oh, here we are. I mean, if you knew that you were sending me to, like, another planet, wouldn't you have given me some way to breathe? Like, some random room isn't pressurized, but this tube is? Whatever. Let's take a look at this stuff, though. We have a maintenance key used for opening maintenance access panels and wire cutters. The Damascus steel blades of these hydraulic-based wire cutters are able to cut through any wire or cable with ease. Okay. This looks good. Okay. That's one of those things. What do we have here? Air something station. Oh. It's an oxygen mask. I wonder if this might be useful in other places in this game. This oxygen mask was used by the miners who created the caverns below the Mars colony. Due to its age state and lack of use, it can now hold no more than 100 psi, 8 minutes of oxygen. The mask's built-in air filtration system is fully functional. So it's not useful as an oxygen mask, but it is useful to filter things. Well, that seems like a good enough time to switch games a little. So I said that this was a bit of a showcase of Quadra Interactive. I found another game. I want to come back to that and take a good college try at beating it. But